Yeah.
And did you go to school?
No.
That was pretty funny, huh?
I think I must have put on the application and home is the mailing address.
Check it.
It's on the couch.
Call mama told him?
Yeah.
What did he say?
They were surprised. Thing is, we don't have I don't have mom's phone, so I can't like text anybody to come.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Mom's not listening, man. She don't want to listen to nobody.
That's okay. Look, it's very hard for them to like give up everything and just to stay at home. And I think it's much harder on mom than it is on dad. And mom's not happy. Yeah, dad especially is like, it's much more difficult for him, for mom. Hello? Yes. Hi, good. How are you doing, Mr. Brandon? Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. And then also I'd like to I don't know if I sent the documents over, but I also want to set up a bank account also with you guys. So we can do that. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. So they put in your request for your loan. So inshallah, it's going to be approved. Inshallah, anywhere between 3,800 and 4,500 dollars. And then you just so you sent me that page. So you want me to fill it out or you can fill it out? Want me to fill it out? Okay, all right. Okay. I don't think anyone's coming on tonight because. And the thing is, we have that thing tomorrow, unfortunately. Turn this thing off. Hey, good morning, Miss Latte.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing this morning?
All right. Is Sean and Bella are up?
Well, Bella is it's taking a minute for Sean to get home.
Okay.
Look at you.
All right. Hey, Bella. Huh?
Good morning, Bella. Good morning, Bella. Good morning. How are you? You say? Good job, Bella. How are you?
Good.
Are you?
I'm about to
Are
get
you
some
hungry?
Yes, she's very
Hey, Miss Latte, give us some water real quick. Let us start off with some water and fruit. You got some water and fruit for?
I can give her water, which she's gonna get with her waffles, but she don't have no food.
Oh, you got no fruits today?
No,
Bella.
not-
Nah, she's straight, man. I love you, Bella. How you doing this morning?
Good.
I got you. Where's Sean at? Where's Shine at?
I don't know.
He's sleeping or you with his daddy?
Mommy.
Oh, he with your mama. Okay, okay. What you doing up? You just woke up, Miss Latte?
So what's up?
You doing a project with us? Or you want to eat some breakfast? Huh? You sharing with me, Bella? I want some.
My Uncle Squirrel was here.
Uncle Cheetah.
Yeah, man. I haven't met Uncle Squirrel yet. I want to meet Uncle Squirrel one day.
Yeah, I think he came to school once. I don't think
Okay.
he was there.
Okay.
Okay.
I met your other uncle a couple of times. I met Lyric's daddy, Uncle Leonard.
Good
Leonard's
morning,
pretty
Miss
cool.
Raquel.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Raquel.
I love your bow.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Assis. Good morning,
Morning.
Mr. Iqbal.
How you doing this
Good
morning?
morning.
Miss Raquel?
How are
Good
you?
morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, baby.
You look so pretty, Bella. I love your bow in your hair. You look so pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love how respectful you are. How you always listen to your teachers and your mama. You're such a good kid. Yeah.
Like Bella, these are the trades we used to use growing up.
Oh, nice. She about to fill it up.
Yeah, I don't know how her mama found these.
Yeah.
You want rice? Well, you have to eat breakfast. Baby. I know you can eat rice later.
Oh,
You can't
but
eat rice for breakfast.
Bella's a rice eater. You like rice, Bella?
You love rice.
Rice, okay. What kind of rice you like, Bella? You like red beans and rice? White beans
Yeah,
and
like
rice?
jambalaya, red beans, ginger. Yeah, man, it's just rice. Yeah, well, you don't want it unless you want the waffle.
I'm gonna eat it here. Let me give it to you. I eat it, Bella. Here.
You go, Mr.
I'm gonna eat it. Thank you, Miss Latte. I'm gonna eat that waffle. You don't want Bella. Put on the plate. Bella, eat that. Put on the plate.
Be
Bella,
nice.
eat the waffle, Bella.
Nice. Be nice.
Thank you, Bella, for being such a beautiful girl. Yeah. And Miss Latte, eat your waffle, Bella. What?
Wait.
Bella, you know Bella. We don't do that stuff,
Don't
Bella.
throw food.
Bella,
All right.
you a big girl, Bella. Give me a hug, Bella. I need a hug, Bella. Can I get a hug, Bella?
You want me to cut it up? Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, using your words. I like how Bella uses her words like a big girl.
How old is Bella?
Bella's 2.
2?
Bella, yeah,
Wow.
Bella's birthday and Bella's brother's birthday is on the same day. Both of them are Valentine's Day babies.
Wow.
They're Valentine's Day. I think they're like 3 years apart.
My happy birthday.
Yeah, Valentine's. Hey, listen, hey, are they 3 years apart or 4 years apart?
Ooh. Shine is 5, Bella is 2, so I want to say
3. There you go.
Yeah.
3 years apart. Okay. And we just need a little bit of syrup. There you go. Wow. Wow, Bella. You lucky, Bella. You lucky. Miss Latay loves you, man. I'm telling you, Miss Latay, she be taking care of you, man. Wow, she done put extra syrup on it, huh? Miss Latay, you want some extra energy in her, huh? I like to see.
I want candy.
Yeah, my beautiful, beautiful friend. Hey Bella, tell me why I was looking at my phone the other day and I saw some pictures of you last year when you was a baby, Bella.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bella didn't talk too much. She used to make so much noise she couldn't wait to talk. And now she talks so nicely. It used to be so funny, Miss Raquel. So when she first came, can I tell a story about you, Bella? I'm gonna tell a story about you. So what Bella used to do was she used to act. She wanted to act like she ain't like Children's College. So what Bella used to do was she would come to school, and when she would come to school, she would be having fun with Miss Nargis. And then whenever, what's that called? She would see her mama come and she would start crying. She'd be like, hey, I want my mama. Hey, I want my mama. So it was too funny, right? Next thing you know, we're sitting there one day and she's talking, she's having fun with Miss Nargis. She's playing so nicely. And she didn't see her mama walk in. So next thing you know, she's playing with Miss Nargis, and she looks up and she sees her mama. And as soon as she sees her mama, she starts crying, Mama, I want you. And her mama's like, Bella, stop playing. I saw you playing on Miss Nargis. And then she started laughing. And then after that, she stopped playing the game. Okay. Yeah, you want some milk, Bella? What you want?
She wants some water. She don't want me to touch her water.
Okay, she want to drink it herself, and that's another thing. What's that called? Before Bella came to Children's College, she wanted to drink out of sippy cups. So she didn't know how to drink out of a regular cup. So the first time she came to school, she put a cup to her chin and she tried to drink out of her chin. I said, your chin's knocking. Let me show you how to do it. Put it by your mouth. and then within one day, Bella was drinking out of a cup. Bella's smart. I'm telling you, she's really smart. Yeah, she's my little superstar.
She is. She's so smart.
And then when I had to go see Miriam born. So when I left for a couple months, I couldn't see Bella. And as soon as I came back, she gave me so much hugs, so much love. She was like, she didn't want nobody to put her jacket on except Mr. Aziz. She didn't want nobody to help her with her washing her hands except Mr. Aziz. Huh, Miss Latay?
Yeah.
She forgot about y'all, huh?
Yeah, not even me. She don't want me to touch her.
She didn't want nobody to touch it.
Just Mr. Aziz.
Mr. Aziz, huh? My beautiful
Mr.
girl.
Aziz, you're the favorite.
That's Mr. Aziz.
Thank you, Bella, for sharing. Bella's always sharing and doing the right thing. I love how smart Bella is. Bella loves to do her work. She does her work so fast with Miss Nargis. Yeah. You been doing it down across AI? There you go. And then down and a bump, Biba. Yeah, Biba for Bella. I like how Bella did that. Bella done moved the whole phone by herself. And yeah, and that's another thing, man. She can unlock anybody's phone, Miss Raquel.
No.
I'll lock it up.
I promise, Miss Raquel, you give me your phone, man, she'll unlock it. In no time at all. And she's ready to go. Yeah, I'm telling you, I saw Bella.
How old are you, Bella? Can you show me how old you are?
How old are you, Bella? Say toots. Put 2 fingers up, Bella.
Your eyes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, okay.
Come here.
Can you wash your face? Come on, let's go wash your face. Yeah, we used to
She
do
said her
that.
eyes.
We used to wash our hands and we wash our face. Bella loves to wash her face. Yeah, my little superstar. I'm telling boy, you look so good when you eat your breakfast, Bella. I'm telling you.
Oh, girl, you
Telling you.
must be hungry. Stuffed in your mouth.
And then tomorrow we going to the art museum.
Yeah.
Bella.
Ooh, I love art.
Excited about that? Yeah.
If you guys know anybody else, then
Yeah, I had told
share the
Lily
information.
to bring four of them on. And I'm sorry, Lil Lily and Larry.
Nice.
That's
I
okay.
told him send her the link.
All right, sounds good. And I'll email everybody. Do you have I don't know if I had. What is your?
Yeah, I sent it in the last I can send it again. It's no problem.
Do you have your? What is your email address?
Oh, lfonet1990@gmail.com.
Do I have your email address?
I think so. I had sent it in the last the
Okay.
last time we got I can send it again. It's no problem.
Okay. All right. So I think all right. Yes. One more time.
Yeah, I can send it.
All right.
Bella, you enjoyed the breakfast? Huh?
Okay. We need to call the parent.
Sure. Yeah, I see you, superstar. My beautiful friend Bella. Yeah.
You know, this weekend I decided to put some bird food out. Some seeds. I bought some seeds and I have this round feeder. And I
Yeah.
hung it from the tree, and then I bought this box to put suet in it.
Right.
So
Oh, okay.
I bought this cube of suet, and they don't even bother to look. They haven't figured out that I have treats for them there. They only eat the suet.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay. What I did was what's that? And the suet is the one where they have the square box and you put
Right.
okay. Because in Louisiana when I tried to have one of those, it was too hot, so it would get
Yeah.
moldy real quick.
Yeah,
But I bought
here
her, yeah,
it's
perfect.
cool, so you can
Perfect.
have it.
Yeah. What you might need to do with the bird feeder is you need to put the bird feeder a little bit higher so they have some branches for them to walk on. Because one thing I've realized that they need branches to walk on. So what I did with my bird feeder is like they stand on some branches and then they eat the food off the branches. So
The thing is that we have a lot of squirrels.
yeah, same here.
So I was afraid that the squirrels were going to eat it. So I took rope and I threw it around one of the branches because it's a tall tree.
Okay.
And it's about 2 feet above me, and I'm 5 feet.
Nice.
But they don't touch it. I think you're right. I think it may be too low.
Yeah, might be. And but one thing you got to understand is like the squirrels are gonna get to it sooner or later.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that. You just got to like, because that's one thing I used to be like, man, the squirrels are eating my food, especially at children's college. The squirrels would get to it, and at home the squirrels would get to it. But my brother, he summed it up. He's like, you know, let them eat too. You know, it's no big deal. Let them eat too. Yeah.
Wait, so in the bird feed y'all have at children's college, it's just regular bird feed?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had found a project online where they use the toilet paper rolls, they smother it, and when it's done, they use the
peanut butter?
Peanut butter, and they roll it in the
Cool.
bird feed and they hang it up.
Yeah.
Because we did it with pine cones when I was younger.
Okay.
I
Nice.
thought that was
I think Iqbal did it 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, he did. He did it with a different class. You're 100%
Yeah.
right, Mr.
Oh,
Ted.
that's right. He did it in a different class.
Yeah.
I believe Miss Raquel, I think they have 30 cases of people that swallowed the household product of bleach.
Wow.
He didn't say. He said injected, but still, either way, it's going into your
Yeah,
body.
no, wow. Are they okay? They got sick or what happened to them, Mr.
I
Ted?
don't know. I didn't get a chance to really read up on it.
Okay.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have, it's funny because
Like
I
they
have
said,
about
don't drink this stuff. It is poison.
4 or 5 days that I haven't even looked at the news because it's just horrifying.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But
Right.
it just figures that people are going to go out and do that kind of stuff. It's
Right. Very true. Very true.
That's why you don't say those things.
Yeah.
I mean, a 5-year-old knows not to do that.
Right. That's what they said. It was like even a child knows not to. From young, we know not to drink that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it says, do not drink this stuff.
I mean,
You will-
look at the bottle. There's a big warning sign.
No. The warning signs don't mean nothing. As long as my president says it's okay, that's all that matters. It don't make a difference what them warning signs say, man. My president is smarter than y'all, okay?
Oh, okay.
I trust him, man. He's gonna get us through this. And he's gonna get another 4 years. And we're gonna have an amazing resurgence of the economy.
All I do is pray hard every day.
That's it. That's it. And the one thing I like about Donald Trump,
for 4 more years.
hey, one thing I like about Donald Trump, he's not gonna take our guns away. You know, the Democrats, they're always ready to take our guns away. You know, so I'm just happy to get to keep my guns.
You know what I find? I just find terrifying. These folks out in California and Michigan.
You talking about the people who don't want to quarantine?
Oh,
The people who don't want to quarantine? Yeah. He said the news reporter summed it up. What she said was, "I'm not worried about these kids. I just don't hope these kids go home to their grandparents and their parents and give them something, man. And then let something happen to their parents, and then we'll see how serious they take this, you know."
I'm looking at the pictures, and they have semi-automatic weapons, and
That's no big deal. You just gotta have patience with that, Miss Lisa. Because one thing I realized is people with guns who show the guns off, they don't use it. But it's the people who don't show the guns off, the ones that use it. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about that. They're gonna be all right.
you know that early on, about a month and a half ago, they ran out of bullets online.
No, definitely. Same thing over here in Slidell. When this thing first happened, we have a place in Slidell that sells guns and Sportsman's Paradise, and they said within 4 days they sold 6 months worth of inventory in guns and bullets within 4 days. I'm talking about like, wow. People just came in like crazy. They said people are gonna be zombies pretty soon, man. Some crazy stuff. I'm serious. They even had one guy. He had a zombie pack. He had a zombie pack of guns he was selling. So he had a shotgun to deal with the zombies, and he had a handgun, and he had a little assault rifle.
We live in the twilight zone.
Hey, I'm telling you.
We live. I mean, this country has the best minds, the best technology.
It does.
And all of a sudden, in 4 years, we've gone, from being the smartest country in the world to being the most stupid country in the world.
No, like I said, it's all good though, Miss Raquel. Just think about patience. Now, what's the gun policy in New York? Is it open carry like in Louisiana? It's easy to have a gun. Everybody buys it, or no? It's pretty strict up there.
New York is very strict about guns.
Okay.
You can't go and buy guns.
Oh, you can't, huh?
Legally, no. Up here, though, there's a lot of hunting, and you have to have a license for that.
Okay.
And people do have hunting guns and stuff up here.
Yeah.
But other than that, New York City does not. It's not
I love how easy it is in Louisiana to buy a gun. So what you do is, what's that called? You have somebody go to the store, they take out the license, they do a background check, they buy the gun, and as soon as they buy the gun, they come outside the store and they sell the gun, and they have to ask one question: are you a convicted felon? If the guy says no, I'm not, then you can sell him the gun, and pretty much it's over with.
It?
Yeah, that's it. That's
the background check you can do?
Yeah, what's that called? The guy who bought the gun did the background check in the store. So next thing you know, he comes out the store and he sells the gun to somebody for like $100 more than he paid for it. He just asks a simple question like, "Are you a convicted felon?" And then the guy says no, and you can legally sell him a gun and you won't get in trouble.
The honor system, huh?
Hey, that's what it comes down to. You know, you got to trust your fellow Americans. That's the bottom line. You have to trust your fellow Americans. I'm
All
telling you.
right, Miss Raquel, we're doing an interfaith iftar on Saturday.
Yes, I signed up.
Okay, all right. So maybe you can present something for 5 minutes. You can talk about what fasting means to you, or what's going on with the pandemic, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So have you came up with a solution or try to reach out to some of these elderly people who don't have anybody with them, Miss Raquel?
Well,
it's a very big issue out here.
I recruited some of my coworkers from Home Goods.
Okay.
We're all, since March 19th, we're all unemployed officially.
Okay.
So, but I'm part of a group. It's called Time Savers, and
Uh-huh.
for the past 2 years since I got here, we volunteered to do grocery shopping for the elderly.
Nice.
Oh.
So they're all homebound. Either mine, I only have one now. I used to have 7, but after I had surgery, I had to give up the others. But
Okay.
this one right now, she is 84. She's
Okay.
on oxygen 24 hours a day, and she can't leave her apartment.
Okay. Okay.
And she lives in a senior housing complex. We
Okay.
have a lot of those here.
I got you.
And so I got some of my coworkers to sign up with Time Savers, and the 3 of them, they have about 6 to 7 seniors that they're
Okay.
shopping for.
Cool. Excellent.
Because we need people. They're asking desperately for people who can deliver meals.
Very definitely. All over the country, you know.
Yeah. Meals on Wheels put out the word that whoever had a car and could give the time to please enroll with them. The problem
Okay.
is that everybody is very concerned because these are senior complex housing. So
Yeah, that's what
everyone there is a
it's
senior
like a
citizen.
breeding ground for COVID-19.
Exactly. The place where my lady lives, everybody is supposed to stay in their apartment now.
Okay.
Nobody, they only come out to pick up their mail.
Wow. Okay.
And they have strict rules as to who can go in and who cannot. They don't have any family members coming in at all.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nothing. Nobody's allowed. I have to wear 2 different masks. I wear gloves. I have to wipe everything that I touch.
Okay.
So the minute I go in, I have to take hand sanitizer, wipe down even my gloves before I can even push the button to her apartment.
Wow. Okay.
But you're not supposed to go into the apartment, but I have to because she can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I have to put her groceries away. But, I'm going to do it for as long as she needs me.
That's cool.
They gave her 4 months. She's going on 6 months though. So
Okay.
she's a fighter.
Yeah,
She
that's
had
good.
stage 4 lung cancer.
Wow. Stage 4, huh?
Yeah, she was a heavy smoker all her life.
How
But
old is she?
I'm her only human contact.
I believe it.
And she loves it when I get there. Because she has somebody to talk to.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Very true.
So, I call her or she'll call me and just to
Uh-huh.
say hello and see how we're doing. But, she has no human contact. And the elderly people get very depressed.
Yeah, that's true.
So she does a lot of crossword puzzles.
Okay.
She says it keeps the mind,
No, definitely. I remember they had a guy. I went to was a friend was living in Portland. She used to have a lady that she used to go to her house and everything, and then she sold her house to go to a assisted living facility. So they had a guy that was her boyfriend, right? He was 92 years old. But yeah, I'm telling you, wow. He was 92 years old, and he got into basket weaving in his 70s. So he
Oh,
sits there, yes, he sits there and he just weaves baskets, different types of baskets, you know. And when I tell you his grip was stronger than my grip, I was like, wow.
I
You know
can
what I'm saying?
imagine.
And that's the same thing he said. He said, I started doing this just to keep my hands sharp, my hand-eye coordination going, you know. So yeah, as long as you do something, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
you know, these guys up here, they go to this place. Most of them belong to it's like a medical program by PACE. And on Thursdays, they pick them up in a minivan and they take them to a senior center and they have games. And so she misses that very
Yeah,
much.
yeah, I believe it.
Because they have discussions, they can see a therapist, you know,
Yeah.
social workers there, but now all of that is gone and she's very sad,
Uh-huh.
but you know, she keeps herself busy with the puzzles.
Okay.
And she's all her life she's done them, but she says more now than ever.
Okay.
More
That's
now
good,
than ever.
That's good.
But it's this is a difficult situation all around.
Right.
My concern is that there's a group of people in this country who really don't care about anybody else.
Yeah. But that's that. I think that that's one thing that's a constant. Because one thing you gotta understand is like that's how our president was before he
Right.
got elected.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah. So
he hasn't changed a bit. He's
and
got
he's not going to. He's 70 something years young. You know what I'm saying, man? And and the bottom line is he does what he thinks is right. You know what I'm saying? It don't make a difference what anybody else says, man. If he thinks it's right, man, it's good to go. So, man, like I said, only thing with the situations like this is just positive patience, man. Just have patience in the situation, man. Don't turn the news on too much. It's gonna stress you out.
no, I don't.
Yeah.
But you know, it just becomes, I don't know, more magnified now that we're in the middle of this emergency and they're crawling out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're usually making noise about something, but
Yeah.
I think that at a time like this, you need to take a step back and say, you know, my rights, I'm willing to sacrifice my individual right for the good of the community.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but then when people come across these little websites and these YouTube videos saying this stuff is fake and what's that called? I need my rights and you can't take away my rights as an American citizen, you know. So it's like a catch-22, you know. What's that called? Everybody has their rights. They get to do what they want to do. Then when the government asks you calm down, see what's going on, then the state government says something different, and the local municipality say something different, you know. So, like I said, everybody's just trying to stay in office. You know, at the end of the day, man, it's like helping people out is one thing. We're just trying to stay in office, you know. And the business community is behind a lot of people like that. And like I said, just man, all we can do is just have patience, man. See where the cards fall and use your own brain, you know. Because that's one thing people don't realize, man. Use your own brain and let's see what happens. Because if you're looking at the numbers on different countries, they have the second wave and the third wave coming, you know, if people are not paying too much attention. So just have some patience and focus on what we can control.
but you know, I look at Spain and Spain shut down everything,
Yeah.
period. I
Yeah.
mean, everything.
Yeah.
And you don't have, because you have an extreme right in movement in Spain that has gained political ground,
Yeah.
something unheard of since the 1980s when the dictatorship ended.
Uh-huh.
And they're, but you know, nobody, I don't hear them, you know, calling out their people
Yeah.
to go and protest at a time like this.
Yeah.
It's only this country.
Yeah.
I mean, we're supposed to be the world leaders.
Yeah.
Where,
100%.
where's our common sense here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all you hear is, well, American people don't like to be told what to do. What are we, children?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've reached another level of just arrogance and ignorance. It's incredible to me. Incredible.
I was reading an article. Costco is going to make you wear a mask when you go to Costco now.
Well,
So,
here in New York, you have to wear a mask everywhere now.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
mandatory.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's been mandatory for, 2 weeks now.
Yeah. No, what's that called? China and these Eastern countries, they've been wearing a mask for the last decade. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they have a lot of air pollution, so they have a lot of upper respiratory problems.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're used to wearing masks.
Okay.
They're used to wearing masks.
Yeah.
But this nonsense here in New York, now it's mandatory. You can't go anywhere without a mask. And I'm glad.
Okay.
You can't go to the supermarket, Aldi, nothing. You can't go to Walgreens, Costco, and everybody has to have a mask.
Everybody has to have a mask, huh?
Yeah. And if
Okay.
you don't have one, you wear a bandana.
Okay. One thing I like the approach that what's that called? You're not wearing a mask. What's that called? You're pretty much wearing a mask so you don't give germs out to other people. You know, and that's one thing people say. You know, I'm wearing this to show you a sign of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't want my germs to come out, man. And like I said, and everybody's been doing their own thing for the longest. So anything different, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to control me. You're trying to control me. Nah, like I said, just let's try something different. You know, it's no big deal, man. Let's just try something different. Everything always works out.
I worked in the healthcare system for 25 years, and so I got used to having to wear a mask under certain circumstances
Yeah,
because you're having contact with people that are sick,
yeah.
and sometimes it's not to protect yourself. Most of the time, it's to protect the sick person.
Okay, makes sense.
We had patients that had transplants.
Uh-huh.
Those people are highly compromised,
Yeah,
and you have to wear a mask so that you don't get them sick.
yeah, yeah.
But, that just doesn't fly here.
Hmm. That's all
New
good.
Yorkers have been pretty good, though. I have to say, New Yorkers have been really good about putting on, their mask. You don't see anybody without it out in the market.
Out and about. No, that's good though. That's better. That's better.
I mean, even in the city, when you go into New York City, you're in the belly of the beast.
Yeah, that's true.
But everybody in the city, they got hit the hardest. Well, we don't know when this is going to end for New York. I think up here they might open it sooner than New York City.
Okay. So when they open it, are you gonna go out and about, or are you still gonna stay at the house and relax?
No, I'm going to be right here.
Right.
I am not going to go gallivanting anywhere. But the good thing about up here is that you have a lot of open space
Okay.
because this is very rural.
Okay.
We're like 15 minutes from the city by car, 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
And
to
we
New York
live
City.
and we've got lots of nature centers and large parks with lakes and stuff.
Okay.
So there's room for distancing.
You have a lot of orchards and farms up there.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. And
Which,
we
which
have a huge farmer's market on the weekend.
okay. What's the main fruits they grow over there?
Apples,
Okay, apples.
strawberries in the summer, lots of berries in the summer.
Okay.
But we've got lots of vegetables during the fall and the winter. We have squash and zucchinis, but we've got farmers here grow everything,
That's good. That's good.
and we have lots of dairy as well.
Okay, dairy farm.
Actually, last Wednesday there was a milk giveaway
Nice.
because for the dairy farmers are losing a lot of money.
Uh,
So instead of throwing away the milk, they did a giveaway.
that's nice of them. Wow.
Well, they had a huge milk giveaway at the mall. You just have
Uh-huh.
to come around with your car and they were giving away milk.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also have farm cooperatives here where you can
Co-op. Yeah.
sign up with and get a box of veggies every month.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So those are strategies to keep local farmers going.
That's true. That's true. How much is it cost to be part of the co-op, Miss Raquel?
It depends. It depends. If you're a single person, you have the option of buying the smaller box. It's like small, medium, and large, and extra large. It
Cool.
depends on how many people you have in your family.
Okay.
But it's not a big deal. Like the smaller box was like $23,
Not bad enough. That's
and
not bad enough.
they ship it to you.
Okay, so come straight to your door.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's simple enough. That's pretty cool.
What about you, where you guys are? Are there lots of farms and stuff?
Now they have a couple of them like down south. They have a couple more. You know what I'm saying? They have like the orange plantations and satsumas and different things like that. And then around here we have a few farmers. They set up at the farmers market and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So I know about 3-4 farmers, and the 3 farmers they pretty much grow their own stuff, and then they have friends that they sell their friends stuff. One person they strictly just do wholesale. So they'll just go down to the local produce wholesaler, buy a whole bunch of produce, and pretty much resell it at a cost.
I see.
Yeah. But then but I don't like shopping from them too much. Only thing I buy with them maybe like a watermelon or something like that.
Right.
Maybe some local honey that they have. But other than that, I like to deal with the farmers.
People that grow themselves, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But-
what we do. I mean, here, even the supermarket, Wegmans is the big supermarket up here, and they have their own orchards,
Oh, really? That's pretty
and
cool.
they have their own people that grow for them.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty
So
cool.
they carry their produce section is amazing.
Okay.
Every type of herb you can imagine.
Yeah.
And whatever's in season, they have it in their markets
Okay. Okay.
because they source from local farmers here.
Okay.
And the milk is also local as well.
Okay. Wow.
They also did a program. They bought the extra milk that farmers are going to get rid of because
Yeah.
they can't sell any to schools or restaurants.
Uh,
And what they did is they're donating them to food banks.
okay. You can't beat that.
You know.
You can't beat that.
Because in the Midwest, so many of the dairy farmers are just throwing their product away
Right.
because they don't have anywhere to put it anymore.
Right. Makes sense.
But locally, there's a lot of things going on up here to try and keep everybody, going.
Okay. Makes
But
sense.
it's going to be a loss for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a big problem.
Okay.
When you don't have the schools that are not open, they're the major source of the business for these local dairy farmers up here.
Right.
But everybody's hurting. Everybody's hurting.
That's true.
But thank God we don't have those right wingers outside the Capitol doors.
And it was too funny. I remember what's that called? My one of our family friends. She lives out there in New York. So she's from Louisiana, and then she lives out there in New York. So then she had some friends. They pretty much went out there. So this was right when that whole
Oh, wow.
Hillary and Trump were in office, and when they fly out to New York, she's like, you know what? I want to go buy some Trump gear. Can we buy some Trump? Like, this is the wrong state for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's no Trump gear out here. Literally, man. So it was too funny, man. It was too funny.
It's funny though. One of the things I have learned is that New York State is really 2 states, right? Because the further south you go, you have more of a blue state. I mean,
Okay.
it permeates everything.
Yeah.
Further north you come,
Yeah.
it starts turning purple and red.
Okay.
Yeah. It's and a lot of the people I have met here have never gone outside of this area.
Yeah. Same thing in Louisiana.
They've never been to the city ever.
Yeah, no, same thing. They have people in New Orleans. Like that's the Democratic Party, mostly minorities. So then a lot of minorities they have never been. They're from New Orleans. They have never come to Slidell, which is 30 minutes away. And a lot of them, reason being was a long time ago they used to lynch people in Slidell. So
Okay.
that was really big back then. So they like even the old timers. Yeah, I don't go across that water, man. I've never been to Slidell. I don't want to go to Slidell. You know, I've been to Slidell. So yeah, it's understandable. It's
Yes.
understandable.
Well, here we have the city of Syracuse. Like if you have Ithaca, Syracuse, universities are big business here,
Yeah.
especially upstate. So towns and cities that are close to universities are very blue.
Okay. Okay.
Syracuse is very blue.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of red states here. I mean, I have one of my coworkers, she's 84 and she's a Trump supporter all the way.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, she was saying the other day, and I love the woman. She's very generous,
Well,
but we decided that we're not gonna agree on that. And that she's not going to turn me red, and I'm not going to turn her blue.
Yeah.
So
Religion,
we have
there's no point in trying to convince anybody.
no. But it's funny because we were having a conversation recently, and she's very upset because her grandson, who lives in New Hampshire, goes to a community college, and she was commenting, that she can't stand that he's learning about all these other religions.
Wow, that's normal.
That we have to do something because Russians have permeated all our higher education institutions, and
very true, very good point. And we didn't even touch on that yet, man. We didn't even touch on that.
And I'm listening to this, and I'm like, Peggy, where do you get that information?
Fox News. I told you that.
It's like, well, we watch Fox News 24/7. So that's your problem.
That'll get you right there, man.
You have to look for sources that have a balanced view, that are going to give you two sides of the same coin. No, because they're taking our children away and teaching them liberal ideas, and we have to get our country back to Christian principles. I go, Peggy, you're a Catholic and I'm a Catholic.
Yeah, wow. Okay, that's true.
And our religion teaches us that we have to love our neighbors.
Yeah. That
we have to be charitable, even if they're from a different religion.
That's true. That's true.
They didn't have the same experience you and me had.
Right.
They see and they approach God in a different cultural context.
Okay.
And their religion developed that way. And she's like, oh, but it's like, this is America. I go, this is a melting pot.
Right, it is.
And in this country, we don't have, we don't have one religion.
Right.
We have many religions.
Right, very true.
But it's the Russians that are teaching this nonsense to our kids.
So in America, we take everything for granted. A lot of times we take stuff for granted.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, Mr. Tay, since I got you online, what's that called? Let's go ahead and have a little teachers meeting real quick, Mr. Tay.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
All right. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to see how we can get the virtual learning school a little bit more organized, and how we can do a better job of reaching the students and everything, because they got a lot of these virtual teachers and everything. They're getting a lot of traction. So what I'm thinking is that we got to come up with like a wow factor, something that the other people aren't doing, and what's that called? Like maybe awesome instructions, some fun activities. So what I was thinking about doing, Mr. Tay, is you'll be the person who's our artist. You know what I'm saying? You'll be our resident artist. So what's that called? Every day, set up maybe like a 15-minute what's that called? Art. Like you're doing art right now. So I want to just break 7 minutes. So the first 7 minutes, maybe you draw something, and then the second 7 minutes, we'll do like a little small project. So what's that called?
Stop. I'm sorry. Hold on.
So tomorrow, go ahead. So What's up, Bella? What's wrong?
Bella, I'm trying to hear it. Bella is playing with her little
Ooh.
alphabet toy.
Let me
And I
see, Bella.
can't hear.
Bella, love you, Bella.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me go outside.
There you go, Bella. My beautiful Bella, man. Wow.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it's
No worries.
different when you're at home because it's like a lot more distractions. I didn't realize that it was like.
Yeah. And what I'm thinking, Miss Latte, is I'm thinking you might need to lock yourself in a room, Miss Latte.
Yeah, I think so. My sister don't want me to.
Go ahead, because what Iqbal did was we had a room we had the library, and the library had a whole bunch of stuff, so we had to clean it up a little bit, and that's where he does his Zoom calls from, you know. So like I said, if you got another room or something in the house where you can close the door at, you know, and just tell Miss Lanata, Miss Lanata, you know, for the next hour I have class, Miss Lanata, and if you
I tried to explain that to her, but you know, Bella wants to be around TT. I think the last time I was joking with her, I tried to hide. And she started screaming and hollering. She freaked out.
Yeah,
She thought I left.
Yeah, but the good thing about Bella, you gotta tell her. Be like, Bella, I got class for the next hour.
I told her, and she was like, no. I want TT. I said, okay.
She followed you outside? So, Bella followed you outside?
Yeah.
Bella.
So, Miss Raquel, honestly, I don't think you really noticed about me, but I've been with Sean and Bella since they was babies, like since before they was born. I helped raise them.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's why they so attached.
Wow, Mama. She Miss Latte, she's making too much noise at the kitchen table. So Miss Latte goes outside to talk. Bella follows her outside. Bella.
That's Miss Noggins?
Yes, Miss Noggins. She coming right.
Miss Noggins, Bella.
Hello to you. One sec, Bella. Come on, Bella. Miss Noggins want to see you. She want to tell you how much she loves you. One sec, Bella. Go ahead.
Oh, she's so adorable. She's so adorable.
Hey, Miss Raquel, how are you?
Good morning, Miss Naga.
Hi, Miss Naga.
Bella's only there. Hi, Bella.
Oh, she said Miss Noggins. Good
How are
job,
you, Bella?
Bella.
Bella, how are you?
Oh man, Miss Noggins, she's so small. She getting so big, and I don't know what to do with her.
I can see that. I can see that. Huh?
I don't know what to do with her, Miss Noggins.
She needs to
get
go
out the
back
way.
to school.
I know.
Even Lena, they're real shocked and surprised at how small she is. She's very smart.
Good.
They'll even correct Sean if he says something wrong.
Is Michelle there? Or Michelle around?
No, I think she's sick.
She told me she's coming today.
I don't know. I know she was. Talia was sick, and I think she got everybody else sick.
Yeah, but she texted me today that she was going to be here, and she got all the projects ready and everything. So I was going to ask her about Aziz, what are you talking about?
What?
About what? About virtual class.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Miss Latte. She's gonna be the one doing the art projects, the drawing. So we're gonna do 2 projects a day, and one project will be drawing, and another project will be that's called like a small little experiment. So what I'm thinking about doing, we need to have a theme for the day. So like tomorrow we're doing an art museum. So I'm thinking on Wednesday, the theme of the day will be what's that called? The day in the life of a farmer. So we're pretty much
Okay, I like that. I like
we
that.
have like a farm project lined
Yes.
up to see exactly what's going on. Miss Raquel will have like teach us some Spanish words in dealing with the farm and everything like that. And then I'm gonna
So
go
doing a theme.
yeah.
I like the theme part.
I
I like
like
the
that
theme
theme
everything.
park. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
structured.
That way everything
Exactly.
can match. You know, everybody can have
Right.
the same topic.
Exactly
Okay.
right. Exactly right. And then what's the best way to communicate with everybody, Mr. Tate? So we can pretty much like a day or 2 in advance, we'll go ahead and line everything up so we're all on the same page. And then what I want us to get structured and organized, but pretty much we'll have our lesson plan lined up a week in advance. And the reason we do it like that is that we can tell all the parents and everything, look, on Wednesday, we're going to have, what's that called, a farm day. And then these are the 5 projects we're going to do, or the 3 projects we're going to do. This is the material you need. So while we're doing the projects over here, then pretty much you can do the project with your kids as well at the house, you know? Because
Right.
Tanika's always ready to do projects. Her mom was always
Right,
ready.
that's what they could be prepared because you can get the stuff from Dollar Tree. A lot of stuff, you know, Walmart got cheap stuff.
Exactly right. Exactly. As long as
A
you
lot of
follow
stuff,
them,
yeah.
and even
Dollar
Actually, I
Tree
seen
has
somebody
everything.
like Dollar Tree has a lot of good like
Yep.
like a lot of stuff that's good to use to like make do-it-yourself projects. I've seen somebody make a complete dresser out of the organizing drawer, the clear one,
yeah,
and they use everything from Dollar Tree. And I said that is crazy. Like
yeah.
I didn't know that was even possible.
Yeah, but then about the graduation.
Yeah, so now next thing we thinking about, Miss Latay, is that we got some kids graduating pretty soon, you know, so we got to do a virtual graduation with the kids and everything like that. So we're trying to find out exactly what the best route for that is, you know, see exactly what.
Yeah. Did you ask Miss Shay how everything went with her child's
No,
graduation
we haven't.
online?
She's been feeling under the weather last week, you know. She got really sick and everything. So hopefully she feels better this week, you know, so we can talk to her
Yeah.
about that. But then what Miss Nargis is trying to do is she's thinking that she's trying to make it mandatory for the kids to come at least for the last month, you know what I'm saying, the month of May,
Yeah.
to pretty much learn something. Because last thing you want to do is let all these kids graduate and not learn anything, you know. So
Right.
what's that called? So she wants to go ahead and have a lesson plan lined up, you know. So she's gonna pretty much spend about 10-15 minutes. She'll to teach something real quick. Now is she don't have to tell the kids, hey man, stop moving, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, there's none of that. Now all you gotta do is just teach. You know what I'm saying? If the kids pick
Yeah,
it,
this is really different. This is
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing was called, how about Sean? Where is he?
Sean's sleeping, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So
Sean,
so what
my
I'm going to
boy.
do, I mean, today I'm going to call all the parents and talk to them.
right.
We need you guys. They have to come. If they don't
Yeah, I
come,
think that.
they don't
Yeah.
graduate, and they don't get what is it called, certificate.
Yeah, because I think it's
They have to decide what
yeah.
they want.
Right. That makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
They
How much time you paid?
yeah, I don't know why he's sleeping. He decides to be up on that game all night.
That's
I
the
tried
problem.
to my sister. Nobody listens to me. So
But all of them. Zayden is also sleeping, and what is he called? When he comes, he's just so tired. So
yeah, Tanika, I'm surprised she's not on.
yeah, I'm going to make a point, call everybody and say this is the thing, but we need you guys. But
Right.
Last month, we finished strong.
yeah.
Oh, Ms. Noggins, everybody was saying how they see how hard teachers have it. Like Ms. Dominique even said she said she wanted to say thank you. She didn't know Zayden was like that. Because whenever you used to tell her so, she used to be like, oh, he's not like, she said, girl, now I see how he is. She was like, I didn't know.
Oh, really? So he's giving
Yeah.
her, he's giving her
Yeah.
half time now.
Yeah, because they came to, like, she's been coming by, she came by, my brother got a big slide, a big splash water slide and a jumping jack for the weekend. So they came over there. She was like, I didn't know, because I was calm because I know how Zayden is, you know. She was like, I didn't know, this is new to me.
Oh, really?
I said, you see, nobody. She was like, I didn't. I said, yeah. So maybe this is like a blessing in disguise to, you know, these parents keep saying that my child is not like this, my child is not like that. But now you see exactly how your child is. That goes with anybody.
Yeah.
For anybody.
And how is your cousin, Charlie?
Oh, they're good. Actually, Lil Leonard, he's down here, and so is Lyric. They down here. You know, Leonard, he's down here. Lenard, he lives out here. So everybody's together.
Okay.
Nobody's separated. We all together. Like
Okay.
yeah. He said he might come move out here and leave Jacksonville. We don't know what's gonna happen. As far as we don't know what's gonna happen with the football career. We really don't know.
They are going to play.
Huh?
They said they're going to play the football.
Oh, they gonna play? Oh, I mean, look, I don't know. They shut down everything. So.
Because our president wants the game to go on.
Of course he does.
Yeah, of course. You know, yeah. So let's see what happens. Yeah, but I'll call them today, everybody, and talk to them, and see what they say.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Get the parents more involved, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is outrageous. So many kids we have, and then nobody wants to come. Really? I
Yeah,
mean,
and I tell her, look, I have to get up. I got a certain time. I got to be online. As long as they're not playing, I don't care if I'm not at school or what.
yeah,
As long as
yeah,
not
I
playing.
mean, yes, because everybody's putting so much effort and they don't want to come. Really, it doesn't make sense, really.
Yeah, it's not like, nobody's busy. So, you
But at
could.
home, yeah, you all are at home. At least take care of your children, guys. Come on now.
Right.
Never mind. Never
Stay.
mind. Never.
Stay. Put it down. It's dirty. Put it down.
Lay down the law, Miss Lunarchis.
Yeah, I'm
No,
going
she
to do
does.
that. And
Trust me.
I'm going to really talk to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't.
Absolutely.
Come on, let's go
Yeah,
inside.
because
Absolutely.
otherwise,
Yeah.
it's because this thing will go on for a while, and you guys don't want
Yeah.
to do anything with your children, really. Yeah, because Bella, where are you going now? Are you going inside, Bella? Bella.
Miss Bella has a big Minnie Mouse car. So
Oh,
this is what she likes to do.
oh, she likes a new car. Okay. All right. Are you going to drive?
Miss Naga said you're gonna drive your car. You about to drive the car? Wait, you don't want to break your charger.
Oh, ooh, she's a big girl now. Bye.
Yeah, that car definitely makes a lot of noise. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay. Bye, Bella. Bye, Bella. So I'm going to
All right.
So loud.
All right, tomorrow is the museum, okay? So
Yeah.
try to get as many kids on as possible. As any adult, anybody that wants to attend, just forward it to them. Check your email.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, thanks, Ms. Raquel. Thanks, Ms. Latte.
No problem.
Lunarchis.
Bye, guys.
everyone. See you
Bye, guys.
tomorrow.
Okay.